This year I'm taking over Thanksgiving dinner for the first time. Thankfully there's Butterball. They come pre-brined, which keeps it juicy and tender. I prepared the turkey following the package directions and stuffed the inside with aromatics for added flavor. Roast the turkey uncovered, then when it browns, cover with foil. I used the turkey calculator at butterball.ca to see how long to cook. Butterball has you covered to ensure your Thanksgiving dinner is as seamless as possible.
If you're planning on hosting Thanksgiving dinner this year, my number one tip to make it stress-free and save time is to prep the night before. This was me the night before Thanksgiving last year. I did all of my vegetable prep the night before, and it's honestly the thing that takes the longest. It's also meant way less dishes for the next day, and everything was ready to go on the stove or in the oven, and I could just relax for most of the day. I definitely plan on doing this again this year, and let me know if you have any tips for making Thanksgiving dinner easy.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Sabrina.
Look at this beautiful Thanksgiving spread. Do you want to tell everyone what we prepared?
Yes. These are squares, the carré aux dattes.
Date squares?
Date squares. Lemon cranberry. We need some cranberry on Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie.
Of course.
This is chocolate caramel, poached caramel Mars.
Mars bar.
That is for the end. Our meal is, we have some salad, which my sister didn't do a lot. We have the sweet potatoes that were in the oven with mashed potatoes, hors d'oeuvres with bacon and apple brie, some string beans, some carrots that were steamed, the colored ones, and
Fresh picked from the farm.
yes, from the farm. We bought them from the farm. And my famous turkey, and inside it's all filled with minced meat, breadcrumb, eggs. It's been cooking since yesterday.
Yes, and the decoration in the back is for our little niece to entertain
yes.
her.
Of
And don't mind the
course.
dishes. Yes, we'll clean them, but after.
Gosh, I worked so hard. So all I want to say is Thanksgiving in Canada, not in the United States. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Be safe, and we love you all. And thank you for all your beautiful comments.
Love you, Mommy. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank you.
My little sister refuses to eat homemade mashed potatoes. The reason, she thinks they make her choke. So she only eats those weird powdered boxed kind. She's gonna kill me when she sees this, but I make mine by peeling some russet potatoes and then I slice them into chunks. I add the potatoes to a large pot and cover them with cold water. When you're boiling potatoes, you always want to start with cold water. Add in a tablespoon of salt, then bring them to a boil and boil them until they are fork tender. Drain them, season with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Add in some butter, some sour cream, some milk, and some shredded cheddar cheese. Combine it real well, and there you have it. Creamy, dreamy, delicious mashed potatoes. What do you prefer?
Thanksgiving's only a month away, and that means it's time for my yearly practice turkey. When it comes to turkey, I like to keep it real simple, so I don't do any type of brine. I just rub on some olive oil and season it with salt, pepper, garlic, and barbecue seasoning. This year I'm using Cameron's Turkey Done Right. It cooks the turkey upside down to help keep in more of those juices while leaving that skin nice and crispy. That turkey goes in the oven at 325 for about 15 minutes a pound. I brush some melted butter over that skin to help it stay nice and crispy about every 45 minutes. This thing will hold up to a 25-pound turkey, and it's super easy to break down for storage. This is a great Amazon find, and I've got a link in my bio if you want to make your holiday cooking a little bit easier. This 13-pound turkey took right at 3.5 hours to come to temp, and then I wrapped it up for 30 minutes to rest. There's really nothing like the start of the holiday season.
Let's make the creamiest, cheesiest mac and cheese. Start off by boiling your pasta and then drain and set it aside. Then I'm shredding my cheese. I'm doing some cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack, and Kobe Jack. Then heat up your pan, melt some butter, slowly add in some flour, and then I'm gonna slowly start adding in some heavy cream. And once that thickens up, start adding in the cheese. I went ahead and turned my heat down a little bit, and then I'm gonna slowly mix that in and then add in some cream cheese and my seasoning. I'm seasoning with some paprika, garlic powder, and a little bit of Sazon for color. Then pour that on top of your pasta, mix it in very well, and then top it off with some more cheese. I topped it off with some Kobe Jack, cheddar cheese, and a little bit of mozzarella. Then bake on 400 for about 20 minutes and broil until you get the color you want, and enjoy.
Welcome back to my Festive Bite series. Today we're making mini beef Wellingtons. Saute 2 minced shallots with butter until soft, then add 8 ounces of finely chopped mushrooms and a teaspoon of thyme. Cook until water has evaporated, then deglaze with red wine. Add minced parsley, salt, and pepper to taste. Sear a 6 to 8 ounce filet on all sides. Transfer to a cutting board. Slice in half, then in 12 smaller portions, then season. Roll out a sheet of pastry dough and cut into 12 sections. Cut prosciutto to fit the dough, leaving space around the edges. Add a half tablespoon of your mushroom duxelle, then the beef. Brush Dijon on the beef and water on the dough. Roll upwards, then pinch the sides down. Remove any excess dough, then tuck the sides underneath. Transfer to a sheet pan, brush on egg wash, then make 2 thin slices on top. Chill in fridge before baking at 375 for 12 minutes. For the sauce, blend 2 tablespoons each of gorgonzola and heavy cream with a tablespoon of water. Once Wellingtons have slightly cooled, place a dollop of your gorgonzola cream on top and garnish with thyme sprig tips. Follow along for more festive bite recipes. Enjoy!
If you're not doing anything for Thanksgiving, you can go to Denny's and get a $16 Thanksgiving dinner. Tastes pretty good, and you get a pretty big portion.
No one wants turkey, so let's talk about this honey-baked ham with this pineapple brown sugar glaze. First things first, you're gonna actually use a fully cooked spiraled ham. I got this at Aldi. They normally come with a pack of glaze, but this is gross, and just throw it out. I'm gonna start with some honey. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up with some pineapple juice. I didn't have any pineapple juice in the can, so I had to juice it myself. But canned pineapple juice works just fine. I'm gonna mix that up until it's mixed really well. And with very clean hands, I washed them, didn't even dry them. I'm going to go ahead and start pouring that pineapple and honey mixture all in between the slices, on top, and just rub it over and make sure everything is cooked really good. The ham is cooked, so really we're just reheating it. And now for that sugar crunchy topping like a honey baked ham. So I've got some spices here: clove, seasoned salt, garlic, brown sugar, and regular sugar. The full recipe is on cookingwithqueen.com. I'm going to mix that all together and set it to the side. Now, once that ham is warmed all the way through, I'm going to pour out those reserved juices into a pot because this is going to be part of the base of the glaze. Sneak in a piece of ham. I'm going to pour the rest of the pineapple juice in and about half or so of that brown sugar and spice mixture. And then I'm going to get that on the stove and let it start boiling. Now I'm going to take the other half of that sugar mixture and just rub it all over the ham. This is what gives it that nice caramelized, sugary, crunchy top that honey baked ham has. And I'm just going to put that in the broiler. As you can see, that sauce has boiled. I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. I took the ham out of the broiler and let that sauce cool, and we are off to the races. And I'm just going to pour that glaze. Look at that glaze. Oh gosh. I'm going to pour that glaze over that ham, and it's just so delicious. It's super simple. Don't pay the $50 or $80 from honey baked ham. You already know the full recipe will be on cookingwithqueen.com.